Okay, guys, this is an extra special episode. Don't normally do one on a Thursday, but I just wanted to say thank you. I feel very, very blessed. I've just been walking the kids to school. I'm walking back, and it came over me that I was listening to James Franco podcast, another mentor of mine. Worked with him very, very closely for the betting guy, and just a brilliant all-around guy. And he's just on 1,000 episodes, and I was listening to his podcast, and I thought, do you know what? I am so lucky to be able to talk to you lot on a daily basis from my newsletter, MrSelfStorage.com. But full transparency, we only have around 200 people subscribed to the newsletter, which is great because thinking how many people are in the industry, there's 200. I haven't advertised it anywhere apart from on this podcast. And so there's people have come, people have gone, people have subscribed. I've had messages saying, I can't keep up with it every single day. But 200 people coming to I get to talk to 200 people every single day. Don't get me wrong, they don't all open it, but it's around about 75% open rate, which is incredible. So I speak to 150 people every single day on the self-storage, about self-storage in the industry. And so I just wanted to take the opportunity to say thank you. And I get so many messages, so many emails, so many DMs saying, can I have 50 minutes of your time? Can we this? Can we this? And I've got good intentions of thinking, yeah, do you know what? I'm going to find somewhere for this person. And then unfortunately, I never do. Well, not never do. I don't have chance, but two things are going to change. Number one, every single month, I'm going to try and open up slots. Like I did before, I did a 15-minute slot every single day. For one day in the month where I spoke to people, and I really enjoyed that day. I sat walking, having a cup of coffee, just speaking to somebody in the self-storage industry who not necessarily had any issues, any problems, but just a chat, get to know people. And I loved it. It was fantastic. It was engaging. It was wonderful getting to know people. So number one, I'm going to start doing that more because I really enjoyed it. And if I can help anybody in any way, not saying that I'm above anybody else or anything like that, but I do a hell of a lot of research about marketing, about business, and I'm non-stop learning. I listen to about 4 hours a day of whether it be books, whatever. And so I'm sure you can help me and I can help you. I'm of a business where I believe that you can learn something from everybody. You don't need to be. I did a podcast on motivated entrepreneurs. We've got over 1,000 episodes. I did a podcast yesterday, I think it was, Wednesday. And it was basically saying that you don't have to like everything about everybody to learn from. They don't have to be in a better position than you in all aspects of life for you to learn from them, because it's impossible. All my mentors, would I swap my life for their life? No. Is every aspect of their life better than my life? No. But is there elements that I can take away from that life and learn from them and input them in my life? Of course there is. So when you're walking around, when you're talking to people, just remember that just because you might be fitter, you might be stronger, whatever it may be, doesn't mean that you can't learn from the money side. And if you've got money, if you've got the family, it doesn't mean that you can't learn from somebody who has the fitness down. There's aspects, there's just, I think of it like a supermarket. There's different aisles. Everybody in every aspect of life, every walk of life has different aisles to them. And some aisles, you'll be bare. You won't have much food on there. But somebody else will have that aisle stacked and you can learn from them. It is so crucially important to be able to take little segments from here and there from different people. And so what I'm trying to say is that I learn from other people as well. When I'm on the phone with them, I'm taking away with you guys as well. I'm learning from you guys. And so number one, I am going to open up slots. I'm going to try and do it every single month for 1 day a month, just to talk to people, 15-minute segments, and get to know about you. And number two, I am in the process, so wife's organizing it today. As you're listening to this, it's now yesterday, about getting a personal assistant, not a virtual assistant, but a personal assistant that will be able to help with all my emails and scheduling and And the reason it's not a virtual one is because they can work hand in hand with me. We can have meetings, we can talk, we can every single Monday we can have a face-to-face meeting and say, right, okay, this is what I need you to do, this is what I need you to organize. And by the way, Jojo, it doesn't mean Jojo's a virtual assistant who organizes these podcasts. It doesn't mean, Jojo, your job is in any jeopardy whatsoever, because the personal assistant won't be touching the things that you do. And just a little note to Jojo there. So don't worry, Jojo. And by the way, Jojo, you're part of a family now. Anyway, back to the personal assistant. Yeah, so it's going to make me more organized, because at the minute I do feel like that I run around 100 miles an hour thinking, I've got to do this, got to do that, got to do this, got to go to gym, I've got to listen to this book. And then often I get a to-do list that never gets done. And so I need help organizing. I'm going to hold my hand up and say that is an area of my life where organization, no. Angela is perfect at organizing. She is. But she's a yin to my yang. I'm amazing at the things she's not so good at, and vice versa. We work because of that. She's super organized and I'm super unorganized. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So I just wanted to make a quick note, even though it's been on for 5 minutes. I do appreciate you. I really, really, really genuinely appreciate you. Got a message this morning, got a message yesterday from the email just saying how much people love it. I mean, don't get me wrong, there was somebody who messaged, not messaged, but actually put a review saying, not a review, when at the bottom of the email, if you go right down to the bottom of the email, mrselfstorage.com, there's a segment where he's saying, how did we do? And it says, fucking brilliant, meh, or get a real job, you weirdo, or something like that. And somebody actually get a real job. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, 88% of people have put fucking awesome, brilliant. So really, I just feel so lucky and so blessed to have this audience, to talk to you guys. And I just appreciate your time so much. And please let me know if I can, if you're struggling with anything, if anything that you think that you can do better with, you need help with, let me know. If I don't know, I'll research it. I'll research the shit out of it, because ultimately I just want us all to do better. If I think that finance is one of, there's a series on Ramit Sethi, brilliant guy, known about his blog for years and years and years. I Will Teach You to Be Rich, his blog is, and it's How to Be Rich or something on Netflix. Really good guy, and he's talking about the arguments in life and the relationship breakdown are all to do with finances. So if you can have a profitable self-storage business, if I can help in just a small amount of way to get you a profitable self-storage business, then that takes that stress out of life. Taking the finance stress out of life is just, it's unbelievable. And don't get me wrong, I still have finance stress now because I want to grow, but I need capital to grow. And then if I'm having capital to grow, that means my cash flow is not as good. And then opening up a new site, I know that I'm going to have shit cash flow for 3-4 years, whatever it may be, however big the site is. And so we've all got cash flow problems, but fundamentally, if your business is strong, if you've got money coming in, then yeah, it makes such a difference to your life. And so if I can help in any way with that, and I only mean a small segment of help, I don't mean that, oh, Dean thinks he's really good. So I just want to get that across. So anyway, back to thanking you. Thank you for listening. I do appreciate you. If you want to sign up to mrselfstorage.com, obviously I know it's not for everybody, because what I say, the 4 things that I promise on mrselfstorage.com. So I'll just 6 things, right? So it's a daily newsletter. It's a 3-minute read or less, 3 top industry news stories. That takes ages to read through them. Yesterday's reports. So exactly the information that I get on a daily basis to give me an overview of a business. 3 self-storage related, extremely laughable memes. I enjoy doing that. They're brilliant. And I've got a self-storage tip to help you improve your business as well. So there's 6 things I'm promising you there. And yeah, I just really enjoy doing it. And we are going to start pushing it. I know people in the industry will not like this, but I'm going to push it to the real estate, to commercial real estate, commercial development, property markets. I'm going to be doing advertisements and pushing it out there, because do you know what? I want more people to come in self-storage. I don't think of it as competition. I want other people to benefit. And I know I'm thinking of a few people in particular who give me grief, not give me grief, but they're actually, I get on real well with my friends, but they have completely the opposite. And I completely understand that they have completely opposite views to me, where I think that the more we're educated, the better for everybody in the industry. The less we're educated and the more closed off we are, the worse it is, because people are going to come in this industry whether we like it or not. And so I'd rather them be educated and know what, where and when and how a self-storage market works than just come into any market, whether it be oversaturated, undersaturated, just guess. I don't think that's good for anybody. And so I want to help that little bit in just educating people coming into the market. So yes, I will be advertising to commercial property landlords, everybody, because get into self-storage. Come on in. The water is warm and there's plenty of room for everybody. So yeah, we'll be advertising. I'll be going on. I get asked to go on loads of podcasts all the time. And again, I just don't seem to do it. And so I will be making sure that I get on property podcasts as well, because do you know what? Let's grow this industry. It's good for you. It's good for me. It's good for everybody. And yeah, the water is warm. Come on in. Right. So that is it. That's my long 2-minute thank you that ends up being 10 minutes. So I just want to say thank you so much. I don't take it for granted. I don't take you for granted. And when I'm on holiday, I do feel bad that, 1, I don't do the email newsletter, and number 2, I sometimes do, sometimes don't do the daily reports. And yeah, I do feel bad about that. But also there's a balancing that between, how much time you spend working when you're on holiday. And obviously business owners will know that you never, ever switch off. I never switch off. but I don't want to switch off because I enjoy it. And so there's a fine balancing out there with the kids, with the wife, and, you know, keeping all things nice. Anyway, right, that's me done. I'll speaking to you tomorrow. I've got another awesome episode, and I'm going to put out more content on LinkedIn. There's going to be a LinkedIn post every single day. There may be a podcast every single day, because if I can do a LinkedIn post every day, that means I can do a podcast about that LinkedIn post every day. But don't worry, they won't be on the same day. There'll be different days. Justin Welsh. I'm laying this from Justin Welsh. Awesome guy. All about content. He is the master of content. So if anybody's putting content out there, I bought all his courses, obviously, and he is wonderful. All right, my friends, I love you. And I'm going to start Twitter as well. I'm going to start Twitter. And people thinking, what's the end game? Don't know, just enjoy doing it. All right, guys, love you, appreciate you. And by the way, of course I want to make money from it. I was on the podcast. This is a last point. I was on the podcast the other day, and they were saying, Dean, I make over £100,000 a year with my podcast. And I do this, I do that, I do that. He goes, why are you doing it? And I said, I don't know. I should do. And so there may be some courses coming out. There's definitely, when I get my personal assistant, we are definitely going to get some sponsorships, because I don't push it. I don't reply to people who say, can we sponsor your podcast? It's absolutely stupid. It's like, here's 50 grand, I'm leaving it on the table, and all you got to do is pick it up. I'm like, I will do it, but, and then I forget all about it. And then I obviously burn them bridges because I haven't replied to them about podcast sponsorship. I'm like, but they're thinking, why? What is wrong with you? I'm offering you money. You're still doing it anyway. Why don't you take it? And so, yeah, it did make me realize that it does take time, and I do ultimately want to make money from this business eventually. And it could be a business. There's a large audience. 10,000 people listen to us on a monthly basis. This is good. And so, yeah, I will be doing podcast sponsorship. So if you want to sponsor it, if you listen to me, I mean, how many people will be listening to me right now? They'll have dropped off halfway through. So if you want to sponsor this podcast, and you can show me how the business, how it works, so I can put my name on it, because anybody who sponsors the podcast, I have to believe in the product as well. And either I've worked with you or believe in it or know you. Anyway, that's it. So I really appreciate you guys. And I know I say I love you, I appreciate you, but heartfelt, I genuinely do. I really, really do. And it's just awesome to continue doing this. And yeah, I don't take it for granted. I feel blessed, very, very blessed. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm definitely going this time. Bye.